Imagine living in a world where survival depends on dodging predators, hunting for every meal and enduring temperatures that could freeze boiling water in seconds. Sounds like the setup for an extreme reality show, right? Welcome to the Arctic, where every day is a relentless battle for survival, and the contestants are some of the most extraordinary creatures on Earth. Let's start with the rock stars of the Arctic, the polar bears. These apex predators are practically royalty, ruling the icy terrain like they own the place. But did you know they aren't actually white? Their fur is translucent, reflecting the snow and ice around them. And here's another fun fact. Their skin is jet black, perfect for absorbing heat in a place where warmth is as rare as Wi-Fi in the wilderness. Polar bears can sniff out seals from over a mile away, breaking through thick layers of ice with a single powerful paw swipe. It's like having a built-in GPS and a jackhammer for survival. But even these mighty bears are no match for melting ice, a grim reminder that climate change is the ultimate villain. Moving on, let's talk about the Arctic fox, a creature so cute it could give puppies a run for their money. These little fluff balls are the ultimate winter warriors, rocking a coat that changes color with the seasons. In winter, they are decked out in pristine white to blend in with the snow. But come summer, they switch to a brownish gray for camouflage among rocks and vegetation. And their secret weapon? An incredible sense of smell. Arctic foxes can detect prey hiding under 3 feet of snow. Imagine smelling a pizza through 3 floors of a building. Yeah, it's that impressive. But don't underestimate the underdogs of the Arctic. Meet the lemmings, those tiny rodents that have somehow become infamous for a myth that they commit mass suicide. These little guys are actually survival geniuses, thriving in burrows beneath the snow where they're safe from predators and harsh winds. And they're not just food for every predator in sight. They're architects of the Arctic ecosystem. Without lemmings, the food web would collapse faster than your Wi-Fi during a storm. Speaking of survivors, let's dive into the underwater world of narwhals. Yes, narwhals are real, and no, they're not just Arctic unicorns. Their tusks are actually elongated teeth, spiraling out of their heads like nature's version of a sword. Scientists are still debating the purpose of this epic dental accessory. It could be for attracting mates, breaking ice, or even sensing changes in the water. Whatever the reason, one thing's clear. Narwhals are the epitome of cool. Now, let's get to the Arctic's most unlikely residents, the musk oxen. Imagine a creature that looks like a mashup of a prehistoric mammoth and a shaggy cow. These beasts are built like tanks, with a thick double-layered coat that acts like a natural thermal blanket. Musk oxen have an epic strategy for surviving predators. They form a circle, horns facing outward, protecting their young in the middle. It's like a living fortress, and those horns? Let's just say you wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a muskox charge. If you think life on land is tough, wait until you hear about the creatures thriving in Arctic waters. Enter the beluga whale, affectionately known as the canary of the sea because of their wide range of vocalizations. Belugas are social butterflies, hanging out in pods and constantly chatting with each other. They have a flexible neck, allowing them to turn their heads in all directions, basically the aquatic version of being double-jointed. But what really sets them apart is their ability to navigate icy waters using echolocation. It's like having sonar built into their brains. And we can't forget about the Arctic wolf, the top predator of the tundra. These snow-white hunters are lean, mean survival machines. With smaller ears and shorter noses than their gray wolf cousins, they're perfectly adapted to conserve heat. Arctic wolves are expert hunters, taking down musk oxen and caribou in packs with precision teamwork that would make a professional sports team jealous. They can go weeks without food, but when the opportunity strikes, they feast like kings. Meanwhile, above the icy plains, the skies are ruled by the snowy owl, This majestic bird is more than just a Harry Potter icon. It's a master of stealth and precision. With eyes as sharp as a laser and feathers that muffle the sound of their flight, snowy owls can swoop down on unsuspecting prey in total silence. And here's a cool fact: they can eat up to 1,600 lemmings a year. And then there's the walrus, a creature that seems almost comical at first glance, but is nothing short of awe-inspiring. With their massive tusks and wrinkled skin, walruses are the gentle giants of the Arctic. Those tusks aren't just for show. They're essential tools for climbing out of icy water and even defending themselves from predators. And their blubber? It's like wearing a built-in wetsuit, keeping them warm in freezing waters. Walruses also have whiskers that are more sensitive than a lie detector, helping them locate clams buried beneath the ocean floor. Let's not forget the Arctic hare, a rabbit on steroids. These speedy critters can run up to 40 miles per hour, leaving predators in the dust. Their large hind legs act like natural snowshoes, allowing them to sprint effortlessly across snowdrifts. And their ears? Short and stubby to conserve heat, because in the Arctic, even your ears need to be optimized for survival. Finally, we have the puffins, arguably the most stylish birds of the Arctic. With their vibrant orange beaks and penguin-like posture, puffins look like they belong on the cover of a wildlife fashion magazine. These skilled divers can plunge up to 200 feet below the water's surface in search of fish. And here's the kicker: they can carry several fish at once in their beaks, thanks to a unique hinge mechanism. Talk about multitasking. Every creature in the Arctic, no matter how big or small, has evolved to master the art of survival. From cunning foxes to majestic whales, each animal plays a vital role in this frozen symphony of life. It's a harsh, unforgiving environment, but for these incredible species, it's home.